All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. Shipping out some orders this morning. We got eBay, Poshmark, eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and whatnot. No Mercari orders, of course. Mercari is absolutely dead. It's dying off because I'm no longer cross-listing to it, so I'll let it die off slowly but surely. But still has some good sales from eBay, Poshmark, Depop, and whatnot. We're going to ship those out. Appreciate everybody who came to the live thrift yesterday. We kind of did a little pop-up live thrift. So if you came out, you bought something, you'll see your stuff packed up on live. And then after I get done today here, I got to finish washing the rest of the bales. And then after I get done washing the rest of the bales, I just cracked the last one open. So that one should be washed within the next like 4 or 5 hours. And then I got to condition check everything, get it all ready for the weekend shows. So first bale I just cracked, or second bale I cracked, had 3 down jackets just sitting on top. So I was like, ooh, this is going to be a good bale. So and I did spot treat a bunch of those jackets. If you saw my stories yesterday, I spot treated them, and all but 4 came out good. The other 4 just need a little bit more effort into them, and then those will look perfect. So I think I only had three throwaways from the first bale, which is pretty crazy. That's like super low, which I'm pretty happy about. So what's up, Brittany? What's up, Elliot? What's up, Juliet? Listening while driving to North Carolina. Let's go. I've been to North Carolina before. Went thrifting in North Carolina. There wasn't that many great thrift stores out there when I went, but that was probably 5-6 years ago now that I went. So we went to a bunch of Goodwills and we didn't really find much when we were out there. What's up, Amy? What's up, Cuban? Welcome in. Shipping out some orders this morning. We got lots of goodies going out, so hang out, see what we sold. And then, of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat. If you're watching on replay, make sure you say replay down in the chat below. Make sure you like the live. Let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with some Poshmark orders first, and then we'll move on to Depop, and then probably whatnot, and then eBay. We'll finish with eBay today. So first sale of the day is a really good one. Let me make sure Nifty's open too so I could read these off. All right, first sale is a really good one. This is a women's Frank and Eileen. What is this called? It's called an open front blazer. That's what Kayla called it, an open front blazer. We did pay up for this at the thrift store. I know this is going to sound wild, but we paid $42. What did we pay? $42.80 for this at the thrift store. But Kayla saw it. She's like, I can't leave this behind. It's such a good item. I was like, all right, we'll take a chance on it. We listed it for $115. Took a best offer yesterday of $93 on this. So 42.8 into 93. Not in a huge, amazing profit, but we couldn't leave behind, what is that, like $30-something in profit just sitting at the thrift store. This was only listed for a little bit too. It's only been listed for about a month. Now we found that right buyer. So $93 sale right there. That's a Kayla pickup. I am out of my tie-back envelope, so we're going to have to use regular bags for all of my Poshmark sales. I'm going to VA in North Carolina in October. Excited for the thrifting. Let's go. That's the best part of traveling. Whenever you're traveling, the best part is like hitting the thrift stores. Hit enough of them, you talk to your tax advisor, you might be able to write the whole trip off, depending on what you're doing, how many thrift stores. So best part of whatnot is staying up late, packing all the orders throughout the next day from an awesome show. That is, yeah, I was going to pack my orders actually yesterday, but I was like, you know what? I think I want to pack them on live. I think that would be pretty cool to show, because I don't really show too many whatnot orders on live. So I had a decent amount yesterday. By the way, look at the mess behind me. You guys see this? You can't really see it because I'm in the way, but that's amount of clothing to be processed. That's amount of clothing to process. All that was washed. So we got a bunch of, that's all Polo Ralph Lauren that comes from like a rag house situation. And we wash all that because it's not in the best quality when it first comes. So we had to process all that. We have a whole mound of stuff from yesterday's live thrift that we bought that didn't sell on the live thrift that we're going to resell. And then that's all bulk buy stuff. So I got to clean this room up. That's what I'll be working on today, is cleaning up this room, because this weekend we're going to have this whole room filled with jackets. So if it ain't clean by this weekend, it's going to make this weekend show almost impossible to run. What's up, good guy Flips? I figured that was you. Next up, we got a Polo Ralph Lauren. It's just a men's 3XLT Polo Ralph Lauren polo. There's nothing crazy about this one except for the size. So 3XLT, this one we picked up for $4.82, sold for $22 over on Poshmark. Just a little bread and butter sale. Again, I don't really pick up basic polos like this unless they're a big and tall size like that, 3XLT. Our Ralph Lauren shirts here in North Carolina are overpriced because of the name, $9.95 and up. Yeah, that's too pricey. I guarantee they probably don't sell many of those either, because at that price point, there's not a lot of people that pick them up. Now, there are certain Polo Ralph Lauren shirts that even at $9.95, you should probably still be picking up. But just the basic ones, yeah, I'd probably pass on. make a video about processing. I feel like lately I'm just washing everything. So I know I get a lot of flack for this, but we only wash things with stains or bad smells. Obviously, stuff that comes from rag houses come with like a musty smell, so we're gonna wash all that stuff. So automatically, I got like 300 or 400 shirts from that rag when I just recently bought from them, and that has to be washed. It just, you can't list it like that. Now the stuff I get from bulk buys, I go through that and I condition check and I check for stains and flaws. If there's no stains or flaws, those get listed as is because all those are coming from local thrift stores. I know that because that's where he buys them from. Stuff that we buy from thrift stores, if they have no stains, no flaws, we just list them as is. I know some people think that's gross. I think most large volume sellers that buy from thrift stores do the same exact thing I'm doing. I don't think everybody, if you go buy 400 pieces of clothing throughout the week, there's no way you're washing. And the amount of washing you would have to do to separate out like silks and linens and colors and all that stuff, you're turning your business into a washing business instead of selling business. So most of the stuff that we find at thrift stores are in good condition. Most people donate their clean items from their clean closets. They're not going through and taking stuff out of their dirty laundry, so the stuff has already been washed. And most of the people who buy pre-owned clothing online get them in and they wash them themselves. So yeah, either way the item is going to be washed. Usually when I buy from somebody on like Depop or Mercari or Poshmark, I don't really buy too much from eBay because I get a lot of credits to buy from the other platforms. But I'll just take those items in and I wash them as soon as I get them in. So I don't even wear my own like pre-owned stuff that I get online. Even though I know it's probably coming from a thrift store or coming from a clean closet, I'll wash them as soon as I get home, or as soon as they get home. Next up, people that buy on eBay for personal are usually going to wash before they wear it. Yep, 100%. Same thing I do. Page jeans, brand new Attack page jeans. I forget what I paid for these. I don't have it in the listing, but I think I bought these online arbitrage. I paid right around $20 to $25 for these. These have been sitting for a little bit, so I took a best offer on these of $52. Brand new Attack men's page jeans. Men's page jeans. Men's. You should wash all your clothing. You cut corners. Surfs, you don't even fold your... Have you guys ever been on Surf's packing lives? He just like, his stuff doesn't look as pretty as mine. He just like shoves it in the poly bag and ships it out. And then he had the nerve to comment on my video about wrinkles. What? Get this guy out of here. Boot him. Get him out of here. All right, that one shipped. Brand new Attack page jeans. Easy peasy. I'm just messing with Surfs. Everybody always thinks we comment on each other's videos like we just make fun of each other, and people will literally comment back and be like, "You're so rude." Somebody unfollowed me yesterday because they said, they're like, "K-Way, I used to follow you, but no longer anymore after that comment." I was like, dude, I'm just making fun of Surfs. That's just what we do. Oh well, I lost one follower. Damn you, Surfs. Anyways, 3XB Polo Ralph Lauren Performance polo shirt. It's like a full button down. Oh, not a polo shirt. It's a long sleeve shirt. This is one of the things we recently listed from the bulk buy that we recently got. As you can tell from the inventory number, I think we're up to 5,900. So this was listed and sold almost within like a week of being listed. Sold for $20. So we only pay $4 to $5 for these. We buy them in bulk. We sell them for $20. That's perfectly fine on Poshmark. I don't mind because I'm getting so many of these in all the time. He's a burrito packer. He is. Now, don't call him that. He might get a little excited if you call him a burrito packer. Does he even use a poly bag? No. He just sticks his label right on the edge of the item, right on the outside of the item, and he just ships it out. And then he brags about not having any negative feedback. Good morning. I can't seem to get shipping right on Whatnot. I always end up paying out of pocket. Is there a process posted somewhere I can go by? Not sure. So with Whatnot, you just got to put in your proper weights. That's it. You shouldn't have to pay out of pocket. And to be honest, even if you're a little low, just ship your item. Whatnot has a deal with the post office that they have certain weight ranges. So if you are, let's say you put in 15 ounces and it ends up being a pound, just ship it at a pound. Trust me, it'll go through the post office. I think what they actually do is they actually bump up the weights to a pound, even though it says 15 ounces. I think that's the way Whatnot does it. It's kind of similar to Poshmark. So just ship your item. But you shouldn't be editing weights afterwards. You should be editing weights during the show or before the show. Put in your proper weights, then you just hit ship at the end of the show. That's exactly what I did for yesterday's show. I just go through, hit generate label, and I ship them all out. It should never come out of pocket though. Yeah, it should never come out of pocket. Just use the basic settings and you should never come out of pocket. I've never heard of somebody coming out of pocket unless you're going through and editing all your weights after the show. If you edit all the weights after the show, then yes, you are you are causing yourself, you're editing that label that Whatnot gave you, and Whatnot's going to only give you 5 label adjustments. After the 5th one, even if your adjustment is lower or above, you're going to get hit with a fee. So don't edit after the show, edit during the show. And the box name, you like it. Is it glitching on my end or yours? Is it glitching? Chat, am I glitching right now? Let me know. I don't think I am. Yeah, put in the weights before the show. Do not do it after. Don't do like 3 ounces for your whole show and then afterwards adjust them all, because Whatnot is charging the buyer based off the weight you originally put in. So if you're putting in an after, that's why you're getting hit with those shipping dings. I plan as soon as we move, whenever we move, hopefully the house sells really soon and we can move. I am going to make like whole series on setting up Whatnot shows and all that stuff. I just can't do it here. So yeah, I'm not glitching. I think it's you, Kate. Kate, it's not me. It's you. It's you, Kate. Anyways, Skims. I thought this was going to sell for more. This is a women's Skims long sleeve like shirt. Skims is, I guess, okay. It sells pretty quick, but it doesn't sell for crazy money. Kind of reminds me of like other women's brands like Spanx and stuff like that. But pick this up for $5.32 at a Goodwill. This one sold for $19 on Depop. I'll take that. That's about a, after fees. Hold on, I can tell you exactly what it is. It is, hold on, I gotta edit this. Sorry, $5.32. Put that in my cost of goods. $5.32. Whoops, my keyboard is so bad. That's another thing when we move, is I'm gonna get a brand new keyboard. I made a profit on this of $12.31. Not a huge profit, but basic bread and butter piece, and it sold rather quickly. So, glitching? Hold on. Am I hooked up to the right Wi-Fi? Ah, that's why I'm glitching. Okay, I might glitch here for a second, and then I'll be right back. Hold on. Okay, let me know if you guys can still see me. Should be fixed. It should be fixed. Let me know if you guys can see me. I don't know why it hooked me up to my Wi-Fi booster, and yeah, it always lags when it goes on the Wi-Fi booster. Just give it a second. It should reconnect. Be right. I love the way you pack boxes. Gosh, don't give them any compliments. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up if you guys can see me. It might take a second for chat to reload and all that stuff, and then we'll get back into it. We don't have too much more to ship anyway, so just let me know. Yes. Okay. Cool. We're good. I figured. I was on my Wi-Fi booster, so that's why. I hate when it does that. It just randomly will connect me to my secondary Wi-Fi, and when it does that, it just like the feed always is bad when it connects to that. So, all right, we're back. Let's go ahead and ship out some Whatnot orders. We have 5 Whatnot orders from yesterday. We'll start with Kate's order since she's already here in the chat. This is a Viore jacket. It is a women's extra large Viore jacket. Boy, I thought it was not very good. Women's Viore jacket, size extra large, really good find. This was $25 at the thrift store, but if you look these up online, these sell for like $80, $90, over $100. It's a really, really good like Viore puffer jacket. Super hard to find out there in the thrift. So we did pay $25 for this. We actually ran it on Whatnot, and it ended up selling for I think $72. I don't have my Whatnot open, but I think this sold for $72. So still glitching on Facebook. It should be fine. It should work. So I'm on my regular Wi-Fi now. All right, this is just gonna go right into a poly bag and ship out easy peasy. Women's extra large Viore. I wish I had the poly bags, my priority mail poly bags, but we don't have any more. We're all out. I'm waiting for the mailman to deliver them. They should come sometime this week. There we go. Packed up. Slap the label on. Good to go. Appreciate everybody hanging out too. If you guys have any questions, feel free to drop them in the chat, unless your name is Surfs Up Finds. Therefore, you have to have the silent treatment if your name is Surfs Up Finds. Can't talk. You're not allowed to. Next up, another little bundle right here. We found a lot of Lily Pulitzer glitching still on Facebook. We should be good. I'm on the right Wi-Fi. Let me know if it's good. Let me sell. Hold on. Let me go to Facebook. I'm showing clear on Facebook. Oh, it's still, yeah, it is glitching a little bit. Hold on. We'll see. Oh, yeah, it is. Every few seconds. Huh. Huh. Why is it not connecting correctly? Yep, every few seconds it glitches. Am I good on YouTube? YouTube, am I good? If not, I can just reset the live. I'll just completely reset it. Are you going to eBay Open? I don't know. Are you going to eBay Open? Was a wholesale you bought? Was a wholesale buy that Caleb went through yesterday yours? Yes, it was. He's gonna make a video on it. It's still bad. Okay, give me like 30 seconds. I'm gonna cut the stream and then reload the stream.